Today I'm joined by Noah Strickland.
What's up, guys?
So, we did a big Spider-Man movie talk after Spider-Man No Way Home came out, which was awesome.
It was.
So,
It was crazy.
and now that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is finally out, it's too big to not talk about, so we thought we'd do another one.
Heck yeah.
This is going to be fun.
Before we actually talk about the movie, I want to
Yes.
know, Noah, what do you think of the first Doctor Strange movie? Like, what do you think of the Doctor Strange character?
I think as Doctor Strange as a character, easily one of the coolest characters. Because they're able to, especially with CGI these days, they're able to really bend and warp reality and get really cool. And I mean, who doesn't love Doctor Strange? And as the first movie, I thought the first movie was honestly one of the best Marvel movies ever made. To be honest, thought it was insanely good. Great acting, great story, great tone. It was just a solid movie the whole entire time. No complaints.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the days when Doctor Strange 1 was coming out. It was
Man.
pretty good time back then.
For sure.
Yeah, the movie, it was good. I thought it was the perfect Doctor Strange origin, honestly.
It was amazing.
Like CGI visuals unlike anything ever seen before. And
I know.
Yeah, I remember when they announced it, like, I knew who Doctor Strange was very well.
Yeah.
And I was excited for it because I knew there was so much they could do with Doctor Strange in the MCU.
Honestly.
And
And they've done exactly that.
yeah, and then when I saw the movie, that is what really made me love the Doctor Strange character. He's so unique. He's such a Stan Lee creation.
Honestly.
Only Stan
honestly.
Lee would come up with someone named Strange. Stephen Strange.
That is very, very true. That is way too true.
Yeah, and Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. That is perfect.
Stripped right out of the comic book, especially in this movie, which I'm not jumping ahead or anything, but they literally just was born to play that role. Like, I know people always say that, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah, Cumberbatch, one of the greatest actors of our time. See,
For
Doctor
sure.
Strange he's not one of my top favorite characters, but I still love
Yeah.
him, you know? Love him.
Oh yeah, I totally understand. Dude, right on. Ooh, is that the new one?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Dude, nice.
Only one Lego set for Multiverse of Madness.
That's not enough.
I know.
Come on.
I know. There are certain things they could make more Lego sets about.
I know.
But I
I
see
know.
why they didn't.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I see.
I have another Doctor Strange figure over there somewhere.
Nice.
Anyway.
I have a Lego somewhere, but I think it's might have, I don't know, lost to time. I keep most of them right there, but hopefully Stephen Strange
It's
survived.
crazy to think that it's been 6 years since Doctor Strange 1.
That doesn't seem right. That doesn't
Doctor
seem
Strange
right.
has been in such a unique situation compared to other characters. Like, the longest
Honestly.
amount of time in between movies. And in between that, he's appeared in so many others. He's
I know.
appeared in Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, Endgame, No Way Home.
And he always plays a huge part in every single one of those
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah,
Insane.
And in Avengers, his powers went up a notch.
Yeah, for sure.
But
And No Way Home.
It's good.
We don't even gotta get started about that.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
It's good that Doctor Strange is finally back in a leading role again.
For sure.
Multiverse of Madness was my most anticipated movie ever since Comic-Con 2019 when they announced it. And it was worth it. It was worth the hype, in my opinion.
It really was. It really was.
It was amazing. I think it's better than the first one.
I can't even compare the two because they're complete two different vibes for me, you know? Like the first one's more no, don't let me, don't get too caught up on the word I'm about to say, but grounded. Don't, Doctor Strange grounded, I know. But this one was more out there and crazy, but it felt more mystical than the first one. So I don't know which one I like more, but I feel like this felt more Doctor Strangey, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the first one was already very, very mystical.
Yeah. I was grounded's not the right word, but less insane, but still insane. I guess that'd be my right
The first one had visuals very kaleidoscopic and more trippy, you know? And
Oh yeah,
this
for
one
sure.
goes all out intense and
I know.
freaky.
I know.
Multiverse of
perfect.
Madness is a very distinct MCU movie. Like, you can look at any shot, any shot of this, and you'll know, okay, this is only from Multiverse of Madness. And
I know.
this movie is only directed by Sam Raimi.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Where we pick up with Doctor Strange in this, I really like his character journey here.
Oh yeah.
Like, I do think that the first one has like a better character journey just by nature of that being an origin story.
Yeah, it's
but
an origin.
This
yeah.
one, it's natural progression. We delve more
so good.
into him, like learn more about him, and like he's become less arrogant since we first met him.
Very true. Very, very true. And I must say, seeing him like in that suit, like I don't know, something about that suit that looked just. I swear I've read a comic or seen a comic panel where like Strange is in a suit and like him in her wedding. That was just like that whole opening just felt so Doctor Strange. It was actually like literally perfect.
Yeah,
like
yeah, I love
it was
that.
so good.
I love that moment where like
it was so good.
When they hear the noise outside, he comes out to the balcony, like he sees chaos on the street, and then
it was
hear
so
the Doctor
cool.
Strange theme play. He turns into his suit. That's such a call to action moment. I love that.
It's so cool. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, in this movie, it is titled Multiverse of Madness.
Indeed.
So much going on, but still, with everything going on, it keeps the focus on Strange's character. I love how they pulled that off.
Which I feel like would be very hard, especially with everything that happened in this movie and someone as crazy as Wanda. I am glad, like you said, we got like a lot of Doctor Strange and how he was like tied into everything, and they didn't like really take away.
Yeah,
from
like
it, you know,
what it really shows like what it is to be Doctor Strange in this vast multiverse. Like, I love this movie. Perfectly illustrates like this is one of the things I really love about this. It perfectly illustrates that every single action, whether it be good or bad, has a consequence, and you can't change that. You have to live with that. And Strange knows that. And that affects people around him. Like his actions led to the defeat of Thanos. It took a massive, permanent, unchangeable toll on the universe.
For sure.
No one else likes that, but Strange doesn't like that either, but
no,
it's what he had to do.
I know. No, I totally agree with that. I really do.
And and when remember the part where he met Sinister Strange?
Sinister and the Sinister is the very beginning one, right?
No,
the one we see.
The one at the end, the darker Strange at the.
Oh yeah, Sinister Strange. Yes.
That scene, like, we learned more about Strange now. Like, he talked about how he lost a sister.
Oh man, that was crazy. I never knew that. I had no idea about that character.
I did hear about that. Like, I think there was going to be a deleted scene from the first one where there was something about that.
Really?
I like that they saved that for this one. Like, Strange wouldn't talk about that with anyone else other than himself. Yeah,
no, and I think they played into that great, and like the whole like atmosphere of that. Like I love the whole like and I was worried about like the whole horror aspect because honestly. I've heard like, things like, oh, it's going to be spooky. And it's like not that spooky. But I do think there's a lot of really good like gothic and horror elements of like the building like out in like the desert and it's like alone and then like twisting reality and the costuming of Sinister Strange. I thought it was really good. I thought it was honestly really, really good.
Yeah. And see, the plot with this movie, it's actually kind of straightforward. Like, you just write it out on paper, then, like, it's actually kind of straightforward. But the way that you get there is much harder. And what happens because of that is insane. High stakes.
And it's really enjoyable. Like even though, like, straightforward, like, aside, like, the whole journey there, it felt so marvelly. Because we got to see, and I'm guessing we're saving that for a little bit later since we haven't talked about that yet. We are. But, it really felt like I don't know. It felt like Marvel Universe. It didn't just feel like Doctor Strange. It felt like Doctor Strange going through the Marvel Universe, which was
in the Multiverse of Madness. That is definitely Marvel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, plenty of madness, plenty of multiverse, and I was happy.
Yeah. So the Strange we saw at the beginning is Defender Strange.
Okay, gotcha.
I really wanted to. I've always wanted to see that like black and red Doctor Strange suit in live action, and we finally did.
It's pretty awesome, and he's rocking the ponytail too. It's pretty cool. It was insane.
Yes.
Yeah, I also really liked how it like started off. If I remember correctly, didn't it start off with that? Like it started off with Defender Strange
and America Chavez.
I love that. I love that. You know, I thought that was great. That's what we saw first. I don't know why, but I felt like it set the tone. You know, it set the tone. It was cool.
Yeah, I was very impressed by how how well America Chavez was tied into the plot.
Yeah,
like
not an easy thing to do.
Without it.
Yeah, no, not anything. Excuse me, not an easy thing to do. And they gave her. Well, I guess they didn't give her. She has a really cool power, and you know, I enjoyed her character, and especially because I guarantee you, 99% of people that watch that movie probably has no idea who she is.
No.
And I think they did a pretty good job explaining and kind of showing the personality of the character.
Yeah, like I've known who the character is for a while, just don't know anything about her, and like
right.
Still after this movie, it's not really a character that I care about, but
I agree.
She made the movie. She made good sense.
Oh yeah.
It's like America is really what humanized Steven in this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like he learns from her, she learns from him.
It was great. Yeah, like I agree with you there. She's not like a character I was like blown away with, but I do think she was a much needed character, and I hope to see her interact with some of the more younger Avengers later on. Or, I guess she's not an Avenger,
on that
but you know what I mean.
If they're not building up to the Young Avengers, I don't know what they're doing.
Then they'll be missing out. We need Miles in here, and they got Miss Marvel.
Isn't a Young Avenger though.
Okay, well maybe Young Avengers not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is like the next younger team. You know, you have Miss Marvel, you have like I think Spider-Man's young, but Spider-Man needs to get a little bit older in this universe before we get Miles, or maybe like Multiverse. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, but with the Young Avengers themselves, like in WandaVision, we got Wiccan and Speed, sort of.
Yeah.
And in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like Isaiah Bradley's grandson, Eli Bradley, he is Patriot in the comics.
Okay.
And then we got Kate Bishop, of course.
Yeah, Kate Bishop's awesome.
Yeah, and now we've got America Chavez. And in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, I'm guessing that Cassie Lang is going to become Stature.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know very little about the Young Avengers, like to be honest, like completely honest. But I am very excited to see the future.
Yeah, so they've introduced like all of the key Young Avengers, so they've got to do it. If they were to do it, I think they should do it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I think that's why they're making the shows. I think they're getting shows in, preparing us, and then I would like maybe like a film or like a tie-in like episode or something like that. But it'd be cool to see everyone together.
Definitely.
But I have no idea how much longer down the line is, because how old is Miss Marvel on the TV show? Because she's younger, but she seems like young in the show right now.
Yeah, she's like 16, I think. So
okay.
is America Chavez.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she is.
Cool. Well, how old's Kate? Kate seems older. She seems like...
Oh, well, Kate is 22 in the MCU. Haley Steinfeld is like 25.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So maybe like... Yeah, okay, I can see that, yeah. I don't know. Maybe the little things I saw from Miss Marvel, she seems like incredibly young. I can't really imagine her like doing like insane things yet. But then again, like I have no idea what I'm talking about.
We're going to see her in Captain Marvel too, so
I look forward to that. I think Miss Marvel is better than Captain Marvel, to be honest. I think she has more character. But you know, who knows?
Yes. So the internet created a lot of ridiculous expectations for this movie.
True.
And a lot of hype around things that may or may not even happen.
That is definitely
expected everyone who has ever been in a past Marvel movie to cameo in this.
Hey, wouldn't that be cool though? Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know. Just bring everyone in, even if it's just for 1 second. I don't know.
But even with this being titled Multiverse of Madness, and a lot of other things have tied into this movie, like Loki, WandaVision, No Way Home.
Yeah.
And even with everything going on, the movie never overstuffs itself.
Yeah, that is true. I think it would have been dangerous if it was like the cameos took away from it, you know?
And, you know, with all the internet rumors, I was hyped for the idea of the possibility of maybe some of them being true, but I was mainly hyped because we're getting another Doctor Strange story that sounded
I honestly, my main excited. I'll be real. I was with the internet on this one. I was like, I want to see the cameos. I came in for the cameos. Obviously, I couldn't wait to see the next Doctor Strange movie, because it's Doctor Strange. But I came in with the cameos, and honestly, I'm not disappointed at all. I think what we got to see was perfect. And you let me know when we're ready to talk about it, because I have a lot to talk about.
Not too much further. But
yeah.
Oh, what do you think of Wong?
Wong? I love Wong. He is so amazing.
He is awesome.
I think we got to see a lot of him in this movie, of him being like the sorcerer. They kind of like played and joked about it. He's like, I'm the sorcerer supreme now. He's like, technically really you are. Oh yeah, and in this movie, I think they got to show it. And yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Wong? He's awesome. He's great in this movie.
He's great as Wong.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it's kind of funny that they share the same name.
Ever since the first one, like Wong was a lot more serious in the first one. He's still funny though. And ever since meeting Strange, he's like let loose more.
Oh
They Strange and Wong are great together.
They are.
I love that. I love that joke in this where Wong tells Strange that he has to custom to bow to the Sorcerer Supreme. Then he doesn't, and then at the end he finally does.
It was wholesome. I liked it. It was funny. It was about time though for Wong. Come on, show Wong some respect.
Yeah, Wong,
but it is arrogant Steven.
They've made Wong like better in the MCU than he was in the comics. In the comics, he was just kind of the sidekick. Here, he's not.
Oh yeah. They gave Wong like an actual personality and like a character in the MCU, which I respect. He's great.
And probably the craziest thing, most insane thing in this is Scarlet Witch. I cannot get over Scarlet Witch in this. My God.
She was crazy.
They said they were really emphasizing for a long time that this movie would be the first scary MCU movie.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know what to expect there.
Kind of a bold claim, because if you advertise scary, I want something to actually be scary, I don't want it to be like, half horror.
I'm not a horror fan at all. I hate horror. So
I enjoy getting I like horror a lot. I like when things get scary, and I like things when they get like ominous and terrifying and stuff like that. So it wasn't the most. Sorry, what you say?
Anyone can like that, honestly. But,
I don't know. You know how you like want to watch a movie when you're happy, and you want to feel like a happy emotion, or you want to feel a sad emotion. It's like it's another emotion. Like I want to go in here and I want to be scared, or I want to feel like ominous and spooky. It's just like another emotion you like to feel. Yeah, but I get why some people would not. It's literally like distress inducing,
Yeah, so I wasn't expecting Marvel Studios to make a horror movie, which they didn't, of course. So, and I didn't expect it to go too far. But
I wish it went even farther. But I was happy.
Yeah, my brother saw this the day before I did, and he texted me saying most violent and scary MCU movie, and I was like, violent?
Yeah. What does that even mean?
They didn't. Yeah, they only said scary. I didn't know about violent. Okay.
Yeah.
Then when I saw it, what the hell? They went above and beyond, way more intense than I thought they ever could have.
For sure.
After everything Wanda's been through, and after WandaVision, she's the prophesized harbinger of chaos. So I knew she was turning to the dark side, but she went beyond the point of redemption almost.
Yeah. I hope they never try to redeem her. Like she can try to redeem herself, but like that was like nobody's gonna like really like accept you back into the team or like treat you the same way they did before. Like she went on a rampage.
It was unbelievable. She's
honestly
terrifying, brutal, so powerful.
Way too powerful.
Yeah, I mean the Darkhold has corrupted her, but she's also doing everything she did because of all the grief she's been through.
Yeah, like it's her fault, but like the Darkhold kind of just like embraced that feeling, I guess, or I don't know the quite word, but like this was definitely like Wanda's like decision. She wasn't like a mindless zombie, like she was doing this and she was crazy. It was great to see the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, they actually revealed that Wanda was the villain like quicker than I thought they would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But even
how quick would you?
even so, I think this movie is very well paced.
Yeah, and apparently there was supposed to be like 30 minutes of extra footage, but like due to studio, they had to like cut it down. So maybe that's why they kind of like got to the point to get things like started again, maybe.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Just by nature of filmmaking, there's always like a lot of footage they have to cut out, you know.
Yeah, the only people allowing like a 8 million hour movie is the person who directed the Batman, and that worked. But not every studio is going to be willing to do a full day movie.
Yeah, I felt that the trailers did a very good job of like really misleading us and like not showing like us what the plot is actually really about.
Oh yeah, I had no idea what the heck was going on from the trailers. I just kind of, it was just kind of being like, hey, the new Doctor Strange movie's coming out, be excited. I was like, okay, I'm excited.
Like dialogue was different. Like in the trailer, Strange said, "Every night I have the same dream," and then the nightmare begins. But in the movie, Wanda said that.
Yeah, they kind of like swapped it up a little bit, a little bit of trailer magic.
And when like Strange first like meets Wanda, and like as soon as Wanda said America and Strange didn't tell her the name, that's when I pieced together. Oh, she's the one chasing America through the multiverse.
I won't lie. I didn't even notice Wanda slip up. If I was Stranger, I'd be like, "All right, yeah, you have a good day. I'll bring her over." Yeah, I didn't even catch that. But I saw Strange look, and I'm like, "Oh wait, what happened?" And I'm like, "Oh snap, okay." Yeah, no, I would have.
And then when she like changed the world around them, I was like, "Holy crap, this is awesome."
She kind of went full on Thanos there, except the opposite.
I love her suit in this. It's so awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And like she says, you break the rules and become the hero. If I do it, I become the enemy.
It doesn't seem fair.
It's not quite the same thing. No, he broke the rules to save people. She kind of broke the rules for selfish reasons.
And she said, like, hand over America by sundown or whatever. Or it won't be Wanda that comes for her. It'll be the Scarlet Witch.
I love that. I thought that was great.
Then the Kamar-Taj attack happens.
That was incredible.
It was. Yeah.
That I didn't expect them to go on like that. I really liked that.
Yeah, like I said, like I knew Wanda was turning to the dark side, but during this Kamar-Taj attack, just brutally destroying all the sorcerers, I was like, man, she has lost it.
Yeah, it was crazy. I loved how like we kind of got to see how like they would protect it. It felt like very war-y. They were like preparing for war because that's what they were
and we
doing.
haven't seen Kamar-Taj in years. I was glad to see it again, but we see it get destroyed.
Yeah, I know. Great. Yeah, great. Yeah, thanks, Marvel. Thanks, oh man.
Thank you, Sam Raimi.
But it was great though. It was really good. Yeah, I like how they didn't hold back. I guess they like Wanda wasn't like Wanda was not in the mood to talk.
Yeah, like what she said something like, I blew a hole in my loved one's head and it meant nothing. Like, damn. My gosh. And see, Elizabeth Olsen was incredible in this.
Yes, she was. Elizabeth Olsen was going crazy. She was amazing.
She was incredible. She acts so intimidating, so like menacing and terrifying, and like even though Wanda has gone over the edge, like she still made it feel consistent with Wanda. And she still I still felt her humanity in there.
Yeah. And one thing though I did really like is she was definitely angry at times, let's be real. But it wasn't like just pure like generic anger. Like a lot of it was like kind of like a crazy. She was like, I'm completely justified, It was like I liked how she wasn't just like going on like a full on rampage. She was, but like her face wasn't. I don't know she looked angry and insane at the same time instead of just angry, Like nobody's gonna be able to reason with her. Crazy.
Yeah. What she did to the sorcerers, like she burnt and disintegrated so many of them, and then when she gets through the door, then they do this cool like mirror dimension scene.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was so freaky. All the reflections everywhere, and see, like I've seen a lot of reviews where people say the first half is just a regular MCU, then the second half is like horror, but
I disagree.
Yeah, I
think
I was thinking like, are they forgetting the Kamatage scene? That scene had
Yeah.
some horror.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna come like and tell you guys like it's like every single moment in this movie is like insanely scary or horror, but there's a difference from being terrified from the horror and there being like a horror element driven. Like even in the cinematography, it felt very like horror movie-ish. Like it wasn't. I don't know. They like focused on a lot of things like happening and like spooks and like the music in it. It was definitely like filmed and designed for like a horror movie. So I don't think like half the movie was just horror and the first was Marvel. I think they set the tone pretty quickly of what the heck this movie was going to be like.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the mirror dimension part in there was really cool, like the spikes and the reflections, cool. But then Wanda figured a way out. That was freaky as hell when she contorted out of the reflections.
Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Straight out of a horror movie.
I can't remember what it was from. It's from something. Someone did that. Like they crawled out of a TV screen. I haven't seen the movie, but that had to have been a reference from that, or it reminded me. But that was crazy. Yeah, the way her like body was like, it was crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was great.
And out of all the other reflections, her hands were coming out. She's like a freaking monster, and they had to cover them up.
Oh yeah, it was cool.
And like,
I love that.
And like, and since the Darkhold corrupted her, Wanda isn't easily reasoned with, and like Strange says like, what happens to their mother if she takes their kids, and then she just lost it.
Because it was like an actual reasonable thing to ask. You know, she wasn't thinking rationally. She was just thinking for herself.
And
but she wasn't thinking
and
about herself.
How many like people's loved ones did she kill in this as well? Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah, too many.
Too many.
And then Strange in America get blown through a portal through the multiverse. Saw some freaky universes in there.
There was like a paint one.
Yeah, paint one.
Dinosaur.
An animated one. Like when they went through the animated one, I thought of Spider-Verse.
Yes, that had to have been like a reference to Spider-Verse. Like, there's no way that wasn't.
Oh, and they went through a universe where you saw the Living Tribunal.
Wow. Do you know
what that is?
I'm lost. Living Tribunal. That sounds familiar. Which one's that?
The Living Tribunal's like a giant golden character that has like 3 faces.
Oh, I think I might have missed that or not noticed it, but that sounds cool. That sounds crazy. 3 faces means insane.
Yeah, that's all I know about it.
Yeah.
And then they end up in that other world that's very advanced, and they go on red instead of green.
It's hilarious. And then we got to see Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell, yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah,
it was great.
The only things I've seen Bruce Campbell in are his Spider-Man cameos and this cameo. I know that he and Sam Raimi are friends, so that's why he cameos.
Oh yeah, best friends. I need to watch Evil Dead because apparently he plays Ash Williams in there. I heard it's amazing, but people said that this movie is actually very Evil Dead-y because Sam Raimi directed the first one or the originals or something. But I thought that was cool, so I'd like to see how.
And Strange made him hit himself, and he said it'll end in 3 weeks. Like, come on, was it really 3 weeks?
3 weeks was excessive. Strange was not happy. He was mad.
Like, I don't think he was being serious, because if he was doing that for 3 weeks, his face would be completely just red and bruised and everything. And doing that for 3 weeks, would no one on the street stop and help the poor guy?
They probably tried, but if a person just kept on punching himself in the face, you know, he'd probably just be like, this guy's insane, he doesn't want to help.
In the last post-credit scene, like,
yeah.
It's just that, and he's like, it finally stopped. I mean, it looked like the same day, so was it really 3 weeks?
Yeah, I don't know. He must have been exaggerating. Yeah. But it's funny.
When that final post-credit scene came up, my friend said, I waited so long just for that.
Yeah. Hey, so did he, though. Imagine how long, Bruce Campbell was waiting for the thing to stop.
That reminded me of the Homecoming post-credit scene, the one with Captain America. He comes in, he's like, hi, I'm Captain America. You've waited so long for something so disappointing.
Oh, wait, I think I do. My brain. Oh, man. I'll have to rewatch that to rejog my memory, but I think so. I think I memorized that.
Yeah, that Homecoming post-credit scene was a massive troll.
Yeah, Marvel does that
apparently,
sometimes.
Apparently, the final post-credit scene where it ends is like a homage to Evil Dead or something. I don't understand it. But...
Yeah, probably. Be cool. Should watch.
And then,
so.
like, Wanda and Wong go on a journey
Mm-hmm.
to... After the Darkhold's destroyed, they go on a journey to where the Darkhold was created.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
They mentioned Chthon. Have you heard of that?
Who's that again?
They got some great demon character.
Ooh, sounds cool.
That's had a bit to do with Scarlet Witch in the comics. So they mentioned him. So I don't know if he probably doesn't exist anymore. But that whole Darkhold place that was built for Wanda.
Yeah, I love seeing that statue.
Scarlet Witch is destined to become.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, it's about time though. It's great to see Scarlet as a villain. I think Scarlet Witch works better as a villain because she's just like so powerful.
Well,
it's a hot take. I don't know.
As a hero.
Yeah, she's great as a hero.
In the comics, she started out as a villain because she's the daughter of Magneto. But and like the entire time that Wong was there with Wanda, I was so worried. I was like, Wanda, please don't kill Wong.
Because Wong's a character that very well could die. I could see Marvel killing Wong. You know, like in the movie, I could see them just deciding to sacrifice Wong. You know, because it's not like a Wanda killing Strange, because I can't imagine Wanda killing Strange in this Marvel movie. Strange is too much, but I'm glad they didn't try to cut down on Wong. I mean, come on.
And well, enough people died as it was. So.
Yeah. They met their checklist of how many people had to die.
Yeah, all right. We're almost there to the.
We're almost there.
Almost. So when they're in that other universe.
Yeah.
And they go to the Sanctum, and they run into Mordo. I thought that Mordo in this would be the same one from Doctor Strange 1, but he wasn't.
I really thought that too, because they teased, our Mordo, like killing off, but like apparently Strange also knew, because he was like, oh, and he made a sacrifice to kill every sorcerer. So did that like happen off screen, or is he just doing such a bad job that nobody cares? I don't know. I really have no idea.
Yeah, like Chiwetel Ejiofor, he's still great as this Mordo. Oh. This Mordo is not a villain.
No.
But he's still a lot like the same Mordo, because Strange was able to get under his skin.
Yeah.
But like, when Strange was talking to the other Mordo, and he said that his Mordo, like became dedicated to killing him and other sorcerers. But in the first one, like Mordo never tried to kill Strange. Like we only ever saw Mordo doing something like that in the after credit scene. So does that mean that Strange has run into Mordo again since then, and we just haven't?
Yeah, maybe that's just their way of being like, hey, we're not going to do anything with that. Like, I don't know. Like, is he like
they can't not do anything with it. They already left us waiting 6 years to see Mordo again.
Because, like, that's what I thought this movie was going to be about without, like, any trailers. Before the trailers, I'm like, oh, second Doctor Strange is going to be about taking down Mordo. It's going to be sorcerer on sorcerer. So that's really what I thought was going to, like, kind of happen in this movie.
Yeah, so I hope we see, like, the same Mordo again.
Oh, yeah.
And then Mordo takes Strange and Chavez to a particular place.
Yes,
and
yes.
we see an alternate Christine.
It was awesome.
And I like how they called like the MCU, the one universe 616.
Yeah, because that's the mainline universe, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's great to see.
That alternate Christine was pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
And
apparently she named all the worlds. I don't. That must have taken forever, or multiverses, excuse me. But yeah.
Yes, and then Mordo says, "The Illuminati will see you now."
Best part of the movie.
From the trailer, I figured out that it was the Illuminati. In the trailer, we heard Patrick Stewart's voice.
We should tell him the truth.
We heard Patrick Stewart's voice in the trailer, and I was wondering who else is going to be a part of this Illuminati.
Man.
And my gosh, it was Mordo.
Yep.
Maria Rambeau is Captain Marvel.
Yes.
I expected that. And Captain Carter.
Which was very cool to see. I'm glad they got the original actor, because she's Peggy Carter. Yes.
See, Captain Carter is not a thing from the comics. They created that for What If.
Yeah. Which is kind of insane. Wait, wasn't Captain Carter in a What If comic, though? I could be like
they
completely
created
wrong.
That for,
No?
for
Okay.
The MCU what
That's
if.
pretty cool. That's
And-
insane, actually. I never knew that.
And so they were very proud of that like character creation. So
It should be.
and now they've actually made comic books of Captain Carter. So
Okay.
Captain
That's
Carter
neat.
being in live action at some point, it was a given.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool that they did that.
And then
And,
another big
Yeah.
surprise there was Black Bolt.
man, I am so happy about that. I'm so happy about that. I don't know if you watched the show.
I did.
I enjoyed the show. It wasn't the best thing in the world. It wasn't the worst thing. It was close to it. But I'll tell you what, I'm so glad they got the original actor of Black Bolt back because I think he was great and they gave him a good costume. And, dude, he felt like Black Bolt. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And, Mr. Fantastic from...
the Black Bolt. Yeah, I was so surprised by Black Bolt. Even though Black Bolt is an Illuminati member, I just never expected them to touch on the Inhumans again after the not good Inhuman show.
I am so glad they did, though. I am so glad they did.
Yeah, but I instantly recognized it as Anson Mount, and the costume was perfect. And like
he was so good.
He has such the quiet demeanor, and like he still
Oh,
did
yeah.
a little bit of the signing that he did in the show.
Oh, yeah.
So
No, I'm so happy
I
about
don't
it.
know. I don't know if they'll actually do any more with Inhumans after that, but
I hope they do. Forget the TV show, but maybe forget the movie. Just put them in something because, yeah, I have a point to make, but we haven't introduced all of the characters we've seen yet.
Yeah.
So after we do that,
okay, yes, but then Mordo says, "And the smartest man alive," and for a split second I thought Tony Stark, and then
yeah, maybe
John Krasinski showed up as Mr. Fantastic.
That is insane, and that was completely the internet. Okay, they've been making fan art of him for like half a decade,
Fantastic,
maybe
yeah.
more.
And he's been aware of it for a long time.
Yeah, apparently.
Like,
Which
I
is
actually
insane.
still can't believe they actually casted John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. He's
It's kind of hilarious.
Like, thinking back on it, it feels like a dream to me still. I can't believe it.
I know. Yeah,
Like,
some
when
things
it
just don't
happened-
seem real.
When it happened, I was like, oh, and I was panting
Dude.
for ages. And I think I actually missed some of what they were saying because I was just
Yeah,
so distracted by the fact that Reed Richards just showed up.
Okay, so I won't lie to you. I got spoiled by that at
Oh.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Why were you awake at that time then?
That's my go-to night. I'm usually up till 3 o'clock. So I'm chilling, I'm laying down, and I literally go, wait, no way. I literally freak out. I'm like, what? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I really can't. And must I say, the whole thing with the whole team is so good because, you'll be in like a comic, and it'll be like a Doctor Strange or Spider-Man story. And like Wolverine will just show up or Daredevil will just show up. It's because they're all in New York, apparently, and that's where they live and they interact with heroes. So to see a movie with the Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Illuminati, to see with like members from those teams, it was literally so perfect. I was so happy.
Yeah.
That just made me happy. It was like it was comic book thinking, not just one person. It's like a vast multiverse.
Yeah, and then Professor X, played by Patrick Stewart, comes in.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not the same one from the X-Men movies, of course. But this
This
was
one's like
at
the
least the
animated series.
perfect way to use the perfect actor for it. Patrick
Oh,
Stewart
yeah.
again.
It was great.
I love the wheelchair that he had.
Oh yeah, it was like straight out of the animated series. That's what it was from. And funny thing is, he was being interviewed, and he was like, he was in the trailer. Like his voice was in the trailer. Someone asked him about it, and he was like, "Who's Doctor Strange?" And that's
Yeah.
all he said. Dude, it's just like lying. But they have to. But now everyone's Andrew Garfield in it. So
Yeah, and see. Yeah, the
can we talk
internet
about?
made me
Oh.
think. Well, the internet
sorry.
made rumors about Tom Cruise being Iron Man in this.
I really thought that was going to happen. I really thought he was going to be
Yeah,
superior
like,
Iron Man.
I don't expect anything wild like that, but I thought it was a possibility because apparently there was a set photo, and the trailer had Ultron drones, so that made me think that there would be an Iron Man, but
They might have pulled. They might have. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But they might have pulled a the rise of like a Mandalorian. Like they made fake fan art for the Jedi that showed up.
Oh, yeah.
So then the internet didn't leak Luke Skywalker being in there. So maybe they did that, or someone did that to leak it. So nobody went around trying to find if like John Krasinski was like Mr. Fantastic or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Or people just made it up because they have no idea what the heck's in the movie.
Yeah, but they're Ultron in that universe, so going correctly, so there must be a Tony Stark in that universe.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah.
But hey, if Tom Cruise were to be superior Iron Man in this, I would have loved it, but it didn't happen.
Same.
And that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, like I don't care that much. It would have been a cool addition though, but not that much of an addition to be honest, because of the best scene in the movie, which I'm sure you can agree because it's totally not even a super controversial opinion or not, but that whole scene where Wanda just exterminates everyone, I swear that was the best scene ever and one of the best scenes Marvel has ever done. That was straight out of like if I read a comic of like Marvel kills the cinematic universe or whatever, like that Black Bolt kill was perfect. Yeah. And people, can I just go on a little rant real quick? Okay, people be saying like, why did the smartest man alive tell Wanda how to defeat them? It's because they were trying to reason with her first. Wanda was the one. He was trying to make sure, because listen, trying to kill Wanda, that's not an easy thing, near impossible. They really didn't do that at all in this movie, and he was like threatening her, but like letting her know. In that scene where she removes his mouth and he's like boom boom, and then explodes his what mouth, and he explodes his brain and insides and falls. That was perfect from the camera angle to the sound and the lack of sound and music. It wasn't like bah 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 like whenever it falls. Like it was silent because it was shocking. And that whole thing with the camera slide, it just felt like something if like Wanda just decided to kill all these heroes, and they did. And it helps with the comic accurate suit and just insanity and a shock factor. But to me, that is the best scene in the whole entire movie for me. That's the scene that I've been thinking about, sticks with me, and is incredible. That's my hot take.
It was insane. And yeah. So yeah, Black Bolt was the one she killed first, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
And okay, John Krasinski, like as Mr. Fantastic, we didn't even see much of him, but he was still perfect.
I know.
So
I
hope he's the one who's in the Fantastic Four movie.
He's got to be. The fans love him too much.
They tried to cast John Krasinski like this for just one time.
Yeah.
See, the fans have wanted it, so obviously Marvel Studios have wanted it too.
Oh yeah.
And Nick,
oh yeah.
I must thank the greatest casting director of all time, Sarah Finn. Thank you for doing that.
She knew what the fans wanted.
Sarah Finn is the best. And yeah, so I can't wait to see John Krasinski play Mr. Fantastic with more depth.
Same.
Oh
yeah. I want to see him more too, because
I have a feeling that maybe him being in it could have been a reshoot.
A reshoot?
I could be wrong, but
I could believe it, honestly.
Yeah, because his suit didn't look practical to me.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't.
To me, it actually looked practical.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't look like a practical suit, and I think if they were to make a practical suit like that, someone would have leaked it.
True. That is very true.
And I loved how his stretchy powers looked in this. Like,
oh yeah,
they looked way better than the old movies.
For sure.
It looks like they can refine them even more. It's like, there's a whole movie about him.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm glad we got to see at least a little bit of that, because honestly, we did not see a lot of them, to be honest. And I think they would have stolen the whole entire show if they were all alive till the ending. It would be less Doctor Strange, which honestly, I wouldn't care, because I'm just fanboying and fanning over everyone. But yeah, I can totally see why they had to kill him off early.
Yeah, I think Mr. Fantastic's death was the saddest out of all of them, because like he was trying to reason with Wanda. He said, "I have children of my own. I know your pain." Like, Franklin and Valeria Richards.
And that was cold of Wanda. Yeah,
she said, "Is their mother still alive?" Yes. good. Then there'll be someone left to raise them. And he died.
That was messed
he
up.
died knowing he'll never see his wife and kids again.
Yeah, that was messed up.
And she turned him into string and destroyed him. Like, man.
And then she exploded his head. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I rewatched the scene because everyone's leaked the scene on YouTube. But they like turn him into confetti, and then it was wacky. Those two are the best two deaths in the movie. I think they like held back with Captain Carter. Like they didn't show it. They didn't like go as brutal as they did with like Black Bolt.
That would have been a little more graphic. I like that Captain Carter and Captain Marvel were the last one standing there, and Captain Carter said, "I can do this all day."
Yeah, that was a good callback.
And when she had a jetpack, that was cool, and she was throwing the shield around, and Wanda was deflecting it, and I kept thinking, okay, is Wanda going to deflect it back at her and decapitate her or something? And I got close, she threw it right into her. Damn.
I love that scene, but I think it would have been better if it was like from a far away shot and not up close. Like if like she just goes like, and it goes boom, and we just see like that, I don't know.
I think her reaction is quite enough to sell it.
Yeah, I get you.
And Captain Marvel was crushed by a statue.
Mm-hmm.
And then Professor X faces off against Wanda.
Oh, that one was awesome. That was crazy.
Yeah, it reminded me so much of House of M.
Mm-hmm.
And like inside her mind, he was trying to free the other Wanda. Then Red Cloud came out, and Wanda like jumped scared out and like snapped his neck. Like,
yeah.
Oh. My friend
it was crazy.
Reacted to that by saying the Lord's name in vain, but
that's funny.
Whiz. And then so Mordo's the only surviving member of the Illuminati.
That is actually insane to think about. I feel bad for Mordo now. That must be tough. The whole team got wiped down like an hour.
And after all
probably
that
less.
effort, they managed to finally reach the Book of Vishanti, and then it was destroyed.
Man,
and then
that whole sequence was like the best thing ever.
So
like it really was.
So scary, brutal.
And when Wanda is chasing after them too, that was great. That was crazy. She was like going insane.
And then she gets America, takes her back to the main universe, and Strange and Christine end up in that other universe, and they have to use. And Strange has to use the Darkhold. He has no other choice.
It was so crazy. Also, I like the like musical notes, like they fought with like music or something. That was so random, but it was cool. I liked it.
Strange's powers in this were so awesome, so amazing, and this movie has some of the most creative action I've ever seen. The music notes, like, when that happened, I was like, well, I don't know what I'm seeing, but I am loving it.
Yeah, it's so random. So is Sinister Strange in the comics? Does he fight with music? Something made up. Okay, well apparently he fights with music. It was kind of insane, but it worked. I liked it. It was insane, but this movie's insane.
He got that one final note from the harp to come along, and that made the difference. And then out the window, impaled on the fence. Damn.
I love that. Yeah, I loved it. It was like, that was great. That was insane.
Yeah, and then when back in the main universe, Wanda is trying to drain America's power. It's gonna kill her, and like, if Wanda succeeds, it'll endanger the whole multiverse. Even though that's not what she wants to do, but still. And then, so what did they call it? Dream walking? That's what they called it, I think.
Yeah, dream walking.
Yeah, Strange has to dream walk, even though it's forbidden, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And
speaking of dream, sorry, what did you say?
And Christine says, you're gonna possess a living person, and he says, who said they have to be living? And then cut back to where he buried the other Strange. I was like, no way.
So in the trailers, I thought we were gonna go to a zombie multiverse. I thought we were gonna get Marvel zombies. That's what they kind of made it seem like. I think that's what close to everyone was expecting. But it's pretty cool. Okay, that's kind of what happens.
Yeah, it was so cool how he possessed the dead Strange. That looked really freaky.
Oh yeah.
And the souls of the damned tried to stop him, but then he used them.
Yeah, dude, OP.
That was a freaky shot with them all around him. Like he flies back up to the temple thing, and I love the moment where Wong's trying to climb up and he sees Strange. He's like, Strange!
That was amazing. I love that. Probably not the Strange he wanted to see originally, because it's an insane zombified Strange.
Yeah, they trapped Wanda in the thing with the souls, and
yeah, that was insane.
And like America,
That was crazy.
And America like accepts that maybe Strange does have to kill her, but then Strange like no,
Just use your powers.
he like encourages her like and she figures out how to control her power. That was a very nice moment.
I think she has like the most OP powers in the world, to be honest.
Yeah, she
can like,
and she's the only one like her in the entire multiverse.
That's insane.
That's
yeah,
insane.
she wasn't able to find anyone like her.
And then the way they beat Wanda is by giving her what she wants.
Yeah, that is true.
They were scared
and well, the reality wasn't very nice.
Yeah,
Wanda doesn't die. She's not dead. There's no way.
The temple, but they collapse on her, and like
she's not dead.
You see like a red like kind of blast as the temple's crumbling. I was like, no, she can't be dead. She can't be. She can't just end like that.
Marvel like doesn't kill characters really. I mean, Red Skull was back at it again, kicking it.
Well, they do.
And let's be real,
they
do, but they don't. Because listen, I know she's not dead because that was like a not an on-screen death. Like she died on screen, but we didn't see her die. Because like she's not dead. She's probably like still out there going crazy or something.
Yeah, who knows what happened to her? But and I don't even think Elizabeth Olsen knows when she'll be back. But I hope she's not dead. I think there is a way. Maybe there is a way for her to find some redemption. Because in the end, she did realize that what she was doing was wrong.
That is true. Yeah, there's no way she can ever make up for it though. But that is true. And, can I just add in one thing before we end it off? Just before we get to the end of the movie, what did you think about the whole scene where the Illuminati kills their Strange?
Oh yes, yeah, I was gonna bring that up too. Yeah, so the Illuminati were convinced that Strange is the greatest threat to the multiverse. But yeah, so it was pretty surprising. Like, you know, none of them wanted to do it, and you know, Black Bolt kills him by saying, "I'm sorry."
Sorry. I love that scene, especially with the sound in the theaters. Like it got just close enough before bursting in my eardrums, but it was perfectly loud enough to. Yeah, it was super loud. It was super loud. It was really loud. Like it was like that ringing. My ears started ringing a little bit, but it was perfect. It was all part of the experience. But no, I loved it. And then we saw Thanos dead on there, which. People said apparently his screams only screamed through his armor, but I have no idea. So, or in the comics at least. So I don't know.
So the Illuminati, they obviously have such a problem with like actions having stakes and consequences, but no one seems to understand that like Strange does.
That's true.
Strange is not a perfect person. He's not the chosen one, but he's the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yep, he is what he is.
And so after the collapse of the temple and everything, Strange walked back at Kamatage, and so America is training with them now.
That's pretty cool.
So next time we see them, is she gonna have some magic abilities too?
I don't know. And I also wonder if her parents are alive. That's what I wonder. I wonder if they're alive. Hopefully she's out there and can reunite. But I wonder if or is their universe completely unique like her? Like is nobody else like remade it? It's because she can't find anyone like her. So is her whole like universe like I don't know, like you only have one copy of this person? I don't know.
Maybe.
But I have no idea.
At the very end, Strange is walking down the street. We think that all is well. Even like the music, it's playing like hopeful music, and then intense, and the third eye forms like what Sinister Strange had. And then it cut to the credits, and I turned to my friend and said, "They better not leave us hanging another 5 years on that."
I was like, they can't end it off like that. That's just the beginning.
The Darkhold did take a toll on Strange, but he had no choice.
Yeah, but like in the end credit though, he didn't seem too bothered by it either, so he just got over it. Like he was just
Speaking of the end credits, the mid credit scene made me so happy. We finally get Clea in the MCU.
Is she from the Eternals? Or where's she from? No. Where's she from? Who's she?
So you don't know the Clea character?
Maybe not. I don't know. I didn't recognize her.
So Clea in the comics is Dormammu's niece.
Okay. That's insane. And that would make sense though, because she went to go. They were talking about Dormammu, right?
Yeah,
because that was like, yeah.
Clea showed up, and I reacted like that. I was like,
that is crazy.
Might I say, Charlize Theron as Clea is perfect.
That is cool.
And
like I thought she was an Eternal because of the costume. I had no idea who she was. But I was like, oh, so that's.
And,
oh, okay.
But she said, you caused an incursion, and we're gonna fix it unless you're afraid. Then Strange went with her. I have to watch that scene again because to get the full picture. But yeah. So Clea is from the Dark Dimension. She's not human, but she's humanoid. I believe she's a 14. Yeah. And she's Dormammu's niece. She's not a villain though. In the comics, her and Strange fall in love. They eventually get married at one point.
Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Her as a Doctor Strange. Okay, I think I know her. Wait a minute. I think I literally have a comic of her.
Really?
I think I do. I'll try to find it after this. But yeah.
Yeah. See, what introduced me to the Clea character was Lego Avengers. That game had a Doctor Strange DLC level where Strange and Clea are playable in that, and I really like that character. When I've looked into it more since then, I've always thought they can make so many good stories with that, and they finally introduced her.
That's cool.
And
that's great.
Yeah, and see, my brother saw it the day before I did. He said in the text, he also said that when people in his cinema, when they said Illuminati, he said that people laughed.
Really?
Because I guess they were thinking the Illuminati in the real world. Yeah. But and he said like, he didn't tell me, but he said after credit scene, who shows up? Ooh. I was like, oh, okay. So he obviously remembered that I was once playing as Clea in a Lego game. So he didn't remember her name, but he recognized her.
That's cool.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, she opened a portal to the Dark Dimension. So is she gonna take Strange to Dormammu?
Beats me, probably. But is that where the next Doctor Strange movie? Because recently they haven't been following their end credits, you know. So hopefully that movie we get to see this world's Mordo, and we get to see that in the next one.
Hopefully we only have to wait at least 3 years for the next Doctor Strange, not another 6.
I don't want to wait another like nearly half a decade, or over half a decade. I don't want to wait that long.
Yeah, because Benedict Cumberbatch is like turning 46 this year, and Charlize Theron's like 47, I think so.
Oh, that's crazy.
So we don't. I wonder what they're gonna do with Clea. Like, they could start her out as a character where you don't know her allegiance, like you don't know if you can trust her, like you don't know if she's good or bad, but she is actually good, and they can fall in love eventually. And now that they've kind of closed the Christine arc. Like,
that's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think now, since Strange is a sorcerer, Clea is a sorceress, they're both of the same world, so maybe they can be together now. That's better for them.
Yeah. It works, in their favor. Yeah. But no. Yeah, as someone who had no idea who she was, she definitely, I thought she was like evil, like you're gonna go fix this right now. Or maybe not evil, but like kind of more of an antagonist.
Given that Charlize Theron plays villains very well, you may get the impression that she was a villain at first.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, she looked perfect. White hair, purple suit, and everything.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
That's got to mean that Doctor Strange 3, Dormammu will be the villain.
Oh yeah, and I'd love to see Dormammu as a villain again, because we didn't get to see enough Dormammu.
Yeah, Dormammu had a presence in the first one, and he is Doctor Strange's biggest villain, so they've got to be. Yeah,
it's gonna be cool. Hopefully they go insane, which I don't doubt that they.
Yeah.
I don't doubt they won't.
Yeah, so I hope that Doctor Strange 3 keeps some of the violence and scariness from this movie, but they should also do something different, being a third movie.
And I think they could go crazy with someone like Dormammu, Like I hope we get some more of that. Like this movie definitely felt more like a standalone feel. Like I don't think the rest of the MCU is gonna feel like this. Like in the terms of like the horror. But I hope at least for Doctor Strange, because traveling through the multiverse, bending reality, and all that's terrifying. That'd be literally terrifying. So I hope, like you said, we get to see some more of that like in the next movie.
Yes. And the third one, I guess it could also have a more of a complex plot, given a character like Clea and Dormammu.
True.
And if more of those back in there. Also,
Oh,
Strange needs to become the Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll. I don't know how the like it works when people get the Sorcerer Supreme. Is there like a battle or training or what is there? Is there any possible like way without Wong dying that he becomes Sorcerer Supreme?
I guess it's who's the most experienced, most powerful. Just fits the role, I guess.
I could see Strange becoming more powerful and taking the mantle.
Yeah,
So
well,
now
I
you have
hope
to bow to me,
Wong
Wong.
doesn't have to die for him to become the Sorcerer Supreme.
Right. Honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, Benedict Wong. Like, Wong's had a few appearances and other things too. Benedict
Oh, yeah.
Wong is calling the MCU the WCU. The Wong Cinematic Universe.
That is amazing. It really is, though. You know, they're just living in Wong's world, you know? Wong's the best. And he killed it in Shang-Chi. That was funny.
Yeah. We still haven't learnt what Wong was doing with Abomination.
Heck, we haven't even learned about Abomination yet. They have some people on the bench they need to bring back out, you know?
Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait until She-Hulk to find that out.
Ooh, that is true. That is true. Was Tim Roth or Tim Allen or...
Tim Roth.
I don't know.
Tim Allen is
Tim Roth?
Lightyear.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Tim Roth.
So, not Tim Allen. Tim Roth. Did he reprise his role as that?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, cool. He's a great actor. Okay, that's good. I couldn't tell. But yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be good.
Man, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was maddening and amazing.
Indeed. It was great.
Yeah. I think that No Way Home is better, but this movie was still amazing. Like, 9 out of 10 for me.
Oh yeah, I agree. No, it was great. It was good.
Any final thoughts, Noah?
Oof, beats me. Still, once again, hot take. It's not even a hot take. It's just a fact at that point. The whole Black Bolt fight is the best part of the movie. One of the best parts of the MCU, seeing all those characters. You know, you don't even have to disagree with me. I already know it's right. That's all I got to say. Ending it off with a hot take.
So, I hope you all liked this Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness spoiler discussion. I never get tired of saying that title, by the way. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
It's just a solid
Now
title.
I can't wait to see what they would title Doctor Strange 3.
Shoot, beats me. Hopefully something cool.
Yeah.
I think if they want to make big bucks, they slap Dormammu in the title. That's what I say.
Doctor Strange in the Dark Dimension. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Beats me. Something cool. I'm sure they'll think of it.
So, what did you think of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? What did you think of the cameos, the Illuminati, everything, the ending? What do you want from Doctor Strange 3? What are you excited for next in the MCU? Let us know in the comments below. Noah, want to plug your channel?
Yeah, I'm NoahS. I do all types of videos, mainly, gaming videos and, stuff like that. But I have a cool new tier list of Attack on Titan characters. Don't know if that's what you guys want. But either way, check me out on YouTube, NoahS, and all my other socials. But yeah. And thanks for having me, Red. Always love these. Always love how we go overtime and talk way too long about these movies. It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, yeah, let us know in the comments below. And may the Force be with you.
No. That was Professor X. That wasn't Star Wars. That's Force. That's Professor X.